In case you're a little confused, because it is the day after St. Patrick's Day and everything, you may be a little hungover, because that's a sign for hangovers. And you may not realize it's March, but it is, and that means March Madness in college basketball and tournaments and brackets and all office pools. Don't forget office pools or school pools. I don't condone gambling, because it's illegal most places. So you want to get that extra edge over your colleagues so that you can take home the pot. So I'm going to give you a few tips that will hopefully give you the slight edge. You know, it won't win it for you, but it'll give you a push in the right direction. My first tip is try to predict reality. Do not project the winners based upon hope. If your favorite team is Oral Roberts, don't put them down as the championship team because they're your favorite team. That's very bad logic because Oral Roberts will lose in the first or second round probably. If, you know, maybe like go with a UNC or someone else who's good. Another tip is also along the same lines, don't try to be different for the sake of being different. Okay? If everyone in your pool has UNC winning and you think UNC is going to win, put UNC down. You can still win it in the earlier rounds. You're not going to win any points if you're wrong, so don't be different just hoping that you're going to be right. All 4 #1 seeds have never made it to the Final Four, which means expect a #1 seed Memphis to lose, and you know, maybe a #2 seed Texas will be able to sneak by into the Final Four, or maybe, you know, maybe a 3 seed or a 4 seed like Pittsburgh might be able to get by. You know, there are upsets, and they do happen. Look for a 12 seed to beat a 5 seed, because it always happens because God made it so. Nobody knows why, but they just happen. Okay, so maybe look for a team like Villanova, who I think is a 12 seed this year. I should know that kind of thing, but I don't. To beat, I think they're playing Clemson, so you know that may happen, may not happen, but don't be surprised if it does. 5 and 12s are a better match than on paper. And finally, don't listen to tips. You know, people have been trying to turn bracketology into a science, but it isn't a science. Just like Scientology, you know, it's too difficult to predict, which is why very rarely do people get it perfect. In fact, I just made that up. I don't know if people get it perfect. I doubt it because Yahoo's offering like $5 million if you get it perfect this year. So you may be looking into that. ESPN's $10,000 for the winner. You know, so you have a few days to make little tweaks and adjustments to your bracket, and hopefully those tweaks will be the right ones. Because the most important thing with brackets is getting lucky, like me.